Let's get one thing straight, I love a good challenge. Give me a steep hill to climb, a spicy pepper to conquer, a ridiculously long queue to join. I'm there. But this, my friends, was something else entirely. This was taking on the might of Gran Turismo 7's finest, the fastest of the fast with, wait for it, the slowest car the game had to offer. Yes, you heard right, no pushing a supercar to its limits, no finely tuned cornering in a tuned-up beast. Just me, a rusty bucket of bolts with the acceleration of a sleepy sloth, and the audacity to think I could compete. What possessed me? A healthy dose of boredom, a sprinkle of madness, and a whole lot of that hold my beer energy that the internet seems to inspire. Little did I know I was about to discover that sometimes the most fun comes from the most unexpected places. The car selection screen in Gran Turismo 7 is usually a thing of beauty, a smorgasbord of automotive excellence, each vehicle more drool-worthy than the last. This time, however, it felt more like sifting through the bargain bin at a used car dealership. Horsepower? What horsepower? It was more like hamster power with some of these contenders. Top speed? Let's just say you could probably outwalk some of these on a good day. After much deliberation, I found my chariot. I won't disgrace its name by mentioning it here, you wouldn't believe me anyway. But imagine if a lawnmower and a shopping cart had a love child. Yeah, that was about the vibe. Now any sane person attempting this Herculean task would pick the easiest track, the shortest race, the most forgiving AI opponents. Not me, my friends. Where's the fun in that? I live for a challenge, for pushing the boundaries of what's sensible, and possibly for the sweet, sweet taste of schadenfreude when my plan inevitably backfired. So, I went with a track known for its high-speed sections. Long straights? Check. Tight corners designed to test even the most seasoned driver? Check. A palpable sense of impending doom? Double check. Difficulty? Bring on the pros. I wanted the AI opponents to be at their peak, their virtual engines roaring with the confidence that only comes from knowing they're up against a complete and utter lemon. Section 4. Pedal to the metal, such as it is, the race begins. The starting grid was a sight to behold. Gleaming supercars on either side, their engines purring like predators ready to pounce. And then there I was, a rusty speck of insignificance in a world of high-octane glory. The starting lights flashed green. The symphony of roaring engines filled the air as the pack surged forward. My little rust bucket, bless its soul, coughed, spluttered, and lurched forward like it had been rudely awoken from a nap. It was immediately clear I was out of my depth. While the other cars became blurs of speed, I was stuck in what felt like perpetual slow motion. The wind whipped past, or maybe it was just a gentle breeze. The scenery slowly crawled by. It was less Lewis Hamilton, more leisurely Sunday drive. Section 5 Rubber, Meat Road, navigating the gauntlet of speed demons. The race quickly turned into a masterclass in defensive driving, or perhaps more accurately, desperate avoidance. I was like a small, slow-moving obstacle in a hurricane of high-performance vehicles. They swerved, they braked, they muttered virtual curses at my audacity. My strategy, if you can call it that, was simple. Stay out of the way, hope for the best, and maybe use my lack of speed to my advantage. Every near miss, every time a car had to slam on its brakes to avoid turning me into scrap metal, felt like a small victory. Believe it or not, I started to gain positions. Not because of my speed, oh no, but because of the chaos I was causing. The other drivers, so used to battling each other, weren't prepared for the unpredictability of a car that seemed to have no business being on the track. They'd overshoot corners, misjudge their braking, all because they were so busy trying to figure out what the heck I was doing. Section 6 One lap to glory, maybe a photo finish, but with whom? The final lap. The impossible dream was within reach. My little car, battered and bruised but still chugging along, found itself in, well, not first place exactly, but surprisingly not last. The leaders, caught up in their own high-speed duel, had taken each other out in a spectacular display of overconfidence. It was down to me and one other car. A sleek, mean machine that had somehow also gotten caught in the chaos. We rounded the final corner, the finish line in sight. My heart pounded. My finger hovered over the accelerator, or at least what passed for an accelerator in my little snail of a car. The crowd roared, or maybe it was just the sound of my engine struggling. The finish line grew closer. It was going to be close. Incredibly close.